This is Deuce, and this is Antihero Online.
The big thing that we're here to talk about is the new record that you got that's coming out in December. Let's talk a little bit about the record and what went into making your sophomore record.
Just a lot of different ideas. I sat down with my guitarist. We just came up with tons of ideas in LA. That was when the first half of the record was made. Just drums, guitars, lyrics. We were just messing around every day, for hours and hours. And then we just came up with pretty much the first half of the album there. Recording every day, coming up with riffs and all that, and then eventually moved to Portland and just started messing around with more hip-hop ideas up here. That's pretty much how the last 5 songs got formed, like World on Fire, Bitch, This Is It, Here I Come, I Fucking Hate You, that one. So that's pretty much it. That's how it all got formed. It was kind of like almost split in half. Messing around down there for a bunch with my guitars, and then I came up here and just was messing around with beats and shit, and kind of the combination of those two made the album.
How important was it to you to keep the rock elements in the music as well?
It's important. It was just basically, we didn't really have so much rock on the first album,
Mm-hmm.
So we had guitars over beats and shit, but we wanted to just expand it and make it rock, actually have some real rock songs and then some real hip-hop songs. So I didn't have a guitarist back then. I was just doing everything myself. And then when I met James, we just started messing around with rock ideas, and they started coming out good. So we used them. It
says on your website and in the press releases that we got, the songs that you recorded in L.A. are a lot more angrier than the songs that you recorded in Portland. What did the city have as an influence on the lyrical content of the songs that you were producing while you were there?
It was just like a continuation off 9 Lives, just all the, all the competition between bands and music and people, and I don't know, I guess I was pissed about something. I forgot what I was pissed about. But I guess it was just the whole, just talking shit about people in LA was kind of funny and fun, but I don't really like doing that as much anymore, but it was just kind of funny, and it was just kind of, I guess it was just part of the whole thing back then,
With you, you're not just, a lyricist, you're a producer, you play guitars and all of that as well. What is it like, developing a project all the way through by yourself and then kind of bringing people that you trust on board to fill in some of the places?
Well, I only work with people like James and Jim. They're both Jim engineered with me back in the day, and James is just such a good guitarist, and he's just my homie. So it's no matter what you do with someone like that, it always sounds good, almost no matter what you play, no matter what you record, because they just have that natural skill,
Yeah, and you kind of got a long-term relationship with him, so it's kind of just having your brother in the studio with you.
Exactly, yeah. So exactly. They just know what to do. It's easy, It's it just flows out of them. It flows out of me. Certain people, it just flows. It doesn't take too much work. You just come up with ideas, and some people, not as much, So I guess there's a difference or whatever, One practiced more than the other. I don't know, some shit like that,
And what was your mentality kind of when you were developing the record and going into the studio and writing the lyrics for the song, for the songs? Was there that kind of inkling in the back of your mind that you had to one up, from your debut solo release?
Yeah, I was trying to keep it in that realm. I was trying to keep it in the 9 Lives realm, and then add some rock to it, with James, and make it more melodic. So I was keeping it into that realm, and then I kind of branched off from there, basically, and kind of went above that realm, I would say. Well, we kind of kept it in that realm in a rock way, and then we went and kind of went into some other stuff. That's pretty much it.
Adding a little bit of diversity in there, but still kind of keeping true to you as an artist.
Exactly, yeah. I kind of kept it in that realm and then branched off and went into other realms.
Out of the whole album, what is your favorite song on Invincible?
Favorite song? Probably Bitch, This Is It.
And why is that?
It's just the beat's dope, the lyrics are dope, it's just fun, it's hip-hop. I don't know, just kind of like, it's just energetic, sounds good, simple. It's just like more my style. On a personal musical level, that's probably more my style.
One of the things that I really wanted to talk to you about is, you know, you founded, fronted, and fueled Hollywood Undead early in their career. What kind of influenced you to take a step away from a band that you created to kind of like go on your own and do your solo thing?
It's just musical differences, you know. I wanted to do certain things, they wanted to do certain things, and it was just kind of like, if I wanted to do what I wanted to do, then it wouldn't work in that band, you know. And it just got kind of, there was just a clash, difference of direction, and so I just went on my own. Just kind of, I think I just kind of got bored also in a one weird way, because I was just kind of doing the same thing for, I don't know, 8 years or something for so long, you know, and I just couldn't, after a while you can't just do the same thing also.
Oh yeah, totally. And you kind of needed that little bit of creative freedom to, you know, experiment as well.
Yeah, exactly. It was good though. I like being in the band and writing with them and making music with them. It was fun, you know. But I guess you have to change it up sometimes. You can't do the same thing.
That leads me to my next question. How difficult has it been, or has there been any difficulty for you to kind of separate yourself from that legacy that you created with Hollywood Undead to now you doing your own solo thing?
Just took time, took work. It was hard at first, you know. It's like taking a pretty big step down, you know. And then you have to climb back up another ladder. You have to take another big step up. So, yeah, it's a fall, you know. But you come back up by working at it.
That's got to be tough on your mental, like, your mental standing as well, because you claw your way up to the top with one band, and then it's like a kick in the chest. You fall back down the ladder, and now you have to climb your way back up. Was there at any point through the process of clawing your way back up to the top of the food chain again, to where you were like, fuck this, it really isn't even worth it anymore?
Well, yeah, sort of. I had to get re-signed. I had to write a bunch more songs. I was worried about, like, am I going to sell as much? You know, am I going to do as good? Or am I just going to be a complete failure? You know? So, yeah, all those things went into my mind. And, yeah, they create a lot of stress. But then I got through it, and I came back up as Deuce. You know, it was just work. It was stress. But I made it through.
And what was the one thing that kind of kept you moving through that whole time?
Just writing nonstop, making ideas, just, you know, showing my guitarist ideas. And then once he got stoked and I got stoked, bouncing ideas off other people, kind of like, you know, not just secluding myself, still working with people on music helps, you know.
Yeah. When people get hype about the music that you're creating, it kind of reignites that spark a little bit as well.
Yeah, exactly. It does. It makes you want to write more, and then you want to get more into it, you know. Yeah, it's good.
And with the album coming out in just a couple of weeks, in the first day of December, is there any possibility of an upcoming tour, or is that something that you're kind of still working on to kind of develop to tour to promote the new record?
Still working on it, still getting ideas. We're still releasing videos and songs, so we're going to be working on the tour soon. And
in your mind and in your eyes, what would be the perfect tour for you at this point in your career?
Shit, pretty much anything. We toured with Broken Side back in the day. I mean, we could do, not really too picky, as long as it's in the same genre, you know, Cottonmouth Kings, Broken Side, stuff like that, then it's all good.